Hello and welcome to another Warships video. As you can probably tell, this is a Jutland video, which is a British DD Tier 9. I'm actually in the Tier 9 is top tier here. You can see they got a couple of, well, there's like one pure radar boat on each side, some load of hydras around. I can't remember if the New Orleans specifically has hydra. I know that the Seattle does. I think the New Orleans does. It has a shorter hydra like the Atlanta does. Any of you that have been watching the stream or, on the Discord will probably know I've been grinding out the British DDs. This is the Tier 9. Thank you, Dasher, as always. This is the Tier 9. I've probably done about 20-30 games in this boat now, and let's just say I am starting to really, really like it. So, as you can see here, I'm on this left side of the map here. We got a Belfast and an Atlanta behind me, as well as an Eisenhower. So, yeah, we got some cruiser support. I figured, hey, I'm going to push into the cap. We're going to start capping. One thing you may notice with this replay and any other time you see me play this boat is I am very, very aggressive with it. I mean, looking at the loadout of the guns. I mean, the guns are, well, you can kind of face them all forward at a very kind of a very acute angle, which I do really like, and they turn very, very fast. I mean, they don't do incredible damage, but this is a DD, and the shells are very small. I mean, I don't have a 19-point captain on this ship yet. I've got up to 18 points, and I put 18 points. I put the radio or locator thing on. So I'm not fully yet. When I get a 19th point, I'll probably respec a little bit. But it currently has the radar locator, concealment expert, and IFHE, which I was trying out because the caliber is so small. As you can see from the bottom, you've got lots of smokes. You have 6 smokes, 7 with premium. The smokes only last like 40 seconds. After it disperses as 40 seconds, with that 40 seconds is like 50 seconds total. Which is not a lot, but you do get a lot of them, and the cooldown is pretty low. I mean, I do also have, as you can see, 4 hydros. I've got the module, hydro module, and it extends the length, so my hydro lasts for 3.5 minutes, and I've got 4 of them. So we're starting off in the Cap D. I'm gonna just sit there and try to cap. I can see there's a couple of battleships moving over to my left, and there's a Fiji sitting over there. The radio locator is pointing towards that Frederick de Grosse, who is at 10.5k. The Fiji is closer, so there's obviously something between me and that battleship, which is probably a DD. And I'm kind of trying to bide my time and cap this before I make any push towards these battleships. Oh, there's a cruiser over there at Seattle as well, which is the radar boat on this side. Cap closing in. Right, down to 7 seconds left and we get spied, so there's obviously the DD is over there. I send our first set of torps off to those battleships coming around the back, aiming for the Frederick de Grosse. Hydro popped, just so if his DD is popping towards, we can tag him. I'm spotting him quite early. Torps look okay. I mean, they're probably a little bit. He's moving a bit quick, but he's going to get tagged with a couple of them. Got tagged with 2. Okay, that's not bad. 2 floods, which he's immediately put out. You can see where he is. He's still over by the island. The DD. Oh, here's the torps. Just as I smoke and start thinking I'm going to start shooting this BB, the torps coming, of course. I'm going to get pushed out of cap here just because of the torps. I had a bit of an indecision here. I couldn't decide which way I was going to go, and I ended up having to take one of them, so I made sure it hit me right on the butt. And I knew... You notice I kind of hesitated a bit, and I couldn't decide which way I was going to turn. So the Frederick de Grosser, I was busy coming over to try and maybe get another set of torps off to try to finish him, but then saw that he died. At which point, the only ship over there behind that rock is a Seattle who has radar, so it's like, nope, I am not going that way. Let's turn and go back. The DD is still sitting inside the cap alone. There is a Fiji over the back in that smoke and a BB here. I don't know what DD this is yet because he hasn't been spotted, and the rest of the... I mean, the Alente had died. The other two ships we had on this side have retreated back to an island at the north. So I'm seeing this Miyoko and a Benson having a bit of a fight in the channel. And looking at the health, it looks pretty clear that the Benson's going to lose. So I kind of figured I'm going to move over to B and try to secure, make sure that there's no way he can come in and cap. There was a Buffalo that was over at D, and you can see he's ahead of me here, and he's pushing out. I'm thinking I'm just going to move in to make sure if I get over there, I can make sure that the Miyoko doesn't cap, or try to help finish him off. If I can spot him and maybe torp him, the Buffalo behind me should hopefully help us, and between the two of us we should take him out, right? All of you also notice at the bottom here is this ship has a heal. It only gives back about 1800 health, but you get 3 of them with the premium consumable, and 1800 health is not a lot, but when you've only got like 18,000 health, it's like 10%. It does help. There's been games where I've used all 3 of those heals and ended with like less than 500 HP, so it has kept me alive. Right, there's the Miyoko pushing a little bit too close, but we get him spotted. Tag for people to shoot him. I made people very aware he was here. Get some torps over, but he got citadeled out the butt by the Frederick de Grosser on the far side there, so yeah. He was eliminated. The torps would have... I would have had a torp hit on him if he hadn't died, but at this point I'm going to go back and cap D, and then we see the Jutland coming over from the cap here. So this is obviously a ship that caps. He had full health. I've got half health. But I do have a Buffalo here and a Belfast over here that maybe I'm thinking if I can keep him spotted between me and a little bit of assistance, I should do the better of him here. Both the same ship, very, very fast firing gun. I popped my repair just to get my guns up, just to try to, get the better of it. And I had about 9k health going into that. He had full, and I ended up, about 2.5k by the time the fire ends. And now knowing that the DD is dead over that side, over D, I can actually push in and cap this now, finally. And note, 39k damage so far, 2 torp hits, 51 shell hits, 3 defenses, a couple of incapacitations, but I haven't sunk anything yet. But you can see what I'm talking about, like the aggressive sort of playstyle. I mean, you can say keep yourself very small, just point yourself at an enemy and get all your guns in, sit in smoke, pop your hider and just wail. I speed this up a little bit as we're coming down. So we can see the Iowa, he was all the way over to the right, and he bailed and went back. The Seattle's still over to our left somewhere. He hasn't really been a part of this game much, which is good, seeing as he's a radar cruiser. I sent a couple of torps waves over to the Iowa. And I think if I remember, we're just going to sit there and pop another one of our smokes and just start pounding. Because we got people spotting him for us, so... That's a lovely wave of torps. There's no way he's not going to hit a couple of them. He got tagged by 3. Only 1 flood, which he did put out straight away. So at this point, it's like whale with shells to try to get a fire up. If you do the damage, it's very pitiful. It's like 1,000... 1,000 to 1,500 every salvo. When all the shells hit, I should say. And we got our first kill. It's like being attacked by 1,000 gnats. We see the Missouri over in the cap. I mean, he does have radar. He does have radar. Then Eisenhower's going gung-ho against him. I want to torp him, but I'm looking at this Eisenhower. I mean, he's moving away to the south. I think, hey, I'm safe to drop this in. And I think Eisenhower's here at the moment. He's thinking, fuck, I need to ram him because I'm going to die. And at this point, if he doesn't die, my torps are going to take him, but he did die. So we just pop another smoke, start wailing on the Missouri. We tag him in the butt and we finish him off, I'm sure. Yeah! That's 2. New Orleans. Tag. Put him on fire. Bosh. We've got a Fiji and an Eisenhower left on this side. So, my brain here says, aggression! So we've got a Fiji sitting in the smoke, and I'm thinking, fuck it, I'm going to charge into sea, cap it, push the smoke with my hydro. Push his smoke with my hydro if it's still there. Thinking that by the time I get there, my smoke will be back up, so I can pop my smoke if I need to. Hydro pops his torps. My torps come back up, and I just spam torps towards the smoke and slowly push my way in here, thinking, he's probably gonna, his smoke might dissipate, he might pop out, and all I gotta do is pop my smoke and then wail on him, and the Belfast and the Buffalo behind me will help me finish him. Spotted, so he's coming out of smoke. He actually got tagged by one of the torps, which was fantastic, and we finished him off. I finished him off. There's 2 ships left. There's 1 ship left down here. We're going to cap. The game's going to finish before we cap out. 143,000 damage. That's not bad, is it? I mean, this is a very aggressive game, as I said. So we'll see you in the post. We'll see you after the transition with the post-match screen. Just getting that last bit of damage. His points are going to run out before he gets there, though. As we can see from the post-match screen, 158 targets, 7 torp hits, 5 floods, 3 incapacitates, 3 destroyed, 2 fires, defended 3, captured 1, spotted 7, 146k damage, which is not bad. 282k credits, 3400 XP, some 1000 free XP, and we had 1 devastating strike achievement. Hey, we got some progress on some missions. Looking at the results screen here, or the XP screen, I should say. I mean, outside of the map, pretty much dominated. I mean, we did most of the kills. I mean, I got 3. The Buffalo and the Belfast that was on my side, they got 2 apiece. The Atlanta that was on our side too died very, very quickly, which is unfortunate for him. Lastly, the detailed stats screen here. You can see with the aggressive playstyle I kind of been taken on with this ship. I take a lot of damage, right? But we did alright. I mean, the 158 shells we did dropped 36k damage plus proc 2 fires, which put out pretty quick. But we actually hit with 7 torps out of 50 that we threw, and 5 of them actually flood. Did some decent flood damage between them, so killed 3 ships. We did some damage to 5 of them. Potentially damage 349k on our spotting. We caught 1 fire calls on our spotting and only 18k damage on our spotting, which is pretty that's pretty poop, actually, isn't it? That's pretty poop. Yeah, that wasn't such a bad game. So I'm working hard to get the Jutland up to the daring. When I do get to the daring, I really don't want to sell the Jutland. I want to keep hold of it, but I'm really looking forward to the tier 10. Sorry there's not been any videos here for the last couple of weeks, but I've been totally flooding myself or getting involved with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Fallout 76, and Star Citizen, especially for all of the anniversary week, which finished at the weekend. And there's not been really much as far as indies and stuff, which is what I normally try to put over here, like first looks at indie games. I mean, there's definitely a few coming up in the next couple of weeks, but since I never really do full playthroughs of games like Fallout 76 or Odyssey, because they're so long and involved. Short of maybe doing some clips and dropping them over here, when I'm playing such a game and it's taking me a couple of weeks, it doesn't leave much else. There are a couple of smaller indie games I am curious to try out, and when I get those, try to get one of those recorded sometime this week up here if I can. If not, next big indie game I'm looking forward to is a game called Gris, which is out next week, which is a beautiful platform game. We also have the final episode of The Council this week, Council episode 5. So if you've been watching the Council playthrough, new episode is due this week. Take care. Bye bye. And don't forget to follow, and all of that wonderful stuff down below. Bye bye.